face to face with angels, the messenger who spoke with heavenly beings, the incredible experiences of Smith Wigglesworth before his greatest revivals. The night was still. The flickering candle cast long, restless shadows across the wooden walls of Smith Wigglesworth's modest room. He sat in deep prayer, his heart ablaze with an unquenchable hunger for God. Then, suddenly, a presence filled the room. The air became heavy, thick with an indescribable power. His eyes snapped open. He was no longer alone. Standing before him was a figure bathed in celestial light. The room seemed to hum with a holy resonance, as if the very fabric of the heavens had been pulled back. The angel's eyes, radiant and piercing, held a message, one not spoken but felt deep within the soul. Wigglesworth, a man of unwavering faith, was not afraid, but he was overcome with awe. The angel's voice echoed, not with sound, but within his spirit. "Prepare yourself, for a mighty outpouring is coming. The sick shall be healed, the dead shall rise, and thousands will be swept into the kingdom. But you must walk in purity, in power, and in unwavering faith. The time is near." In that moment, Wigglesworth felt a fire surge through his being, a divine energy that was almost too much for his mortal body to contain. His hands trembled as he gripped the edges of his chair. His spirit soared as though lifted into heavenly places. He had seen, he had heard, and he had been chosen. For nights after, the angel returned, delivering instructions, warnings, and glimpses of what was to come. Wigglesworth was told of great revivals that would shake the nations, of miracles that would defy reason, and of battles that would test his very soul. Each visitation left him more anointed, more determined, and more prepared for the supernatural ministry that lay ahead. And then, one night, the angel's message changed. "The time has come," it declared. "Step forward, for the heavens have opened over you." The following days were unlike anything the world had seen. Wigglesworth walked into meetings where the sick were instantly healed. Tumors vanished, the crippled walked, and demons fled in terror at his mere presence. The power of God, charged by angelic encounters, rested upon him like a mantle. Reports of the dead being raised spread like wildfire. Entire towns were shaken by the presence of God. Smith Wigglesworth had become a man marked by heaven, and the world would never be the same again. One night a suffocating force filled his room. A hideous, shadowy figure lurked at his bedside, knocking things off all over the room in anger. It was the Prince of Demons himself, the devil, Satan. Smith opened his eyes. "Oh, it's just you," he muttered, rolling over. The devil was ashamed Smith had no regard for him. He was also afraid of the faith of this mortal man in Christ Jesus. So he fled. Years later, the angel returned. "Your work is done." A deep peace settled. His race was finished. As he exhaled his final breath, a presence filled the room. Perhaps the angels who had walked with him now carried him home. His story remains, a call to those who dare to believe. Could it be that the supernatural is closer than we think? That divine encounters are waiting for those who dare to seek the Lord in spirit and in truth? What if, even now, angels are standing among us, waiting to deliver messages that could change history? Let me know in the comments. Have you ever had an experience that defied explanation? A presence you couldn't describe? A moment where heaven felt closer than ever? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible, true accounts of supernatural encounters on this channel, Legacy of the Mighty. Until next time, stay in the light